Hello, blessings, and welcome to Inner Landscapes and Enchanted Evening. Hello, my dear Leo friends. This is your June 2018 monthly reading. Before I start, I did get, again, two messages from our creator and your divine team. And the first one, and when I get these messages, I just give it to you the way I see them or hear them, or, whatever way they're given to me, I just spit them out. So whether they make sense or not, that's up to you. You can take it. Maybe it'll make sense later. If it doesn't, then just let it go. It's not meant for you. It may only be meant for one person or a portion of you out there in Leo land. So the first message I got for your month, this month, even though it's half over, and some of the things I'm about to bring to light may have already happened. If that is the case, then great, because it serves as a confirmation. But anyway, the first message was that it's time to roar. And I mean really roar. And what was given to me was that it's time to, in conjunction with that it's time to spearhead new projects and really go for them. I really believe that's really multi-layered, but I'll just give that to you. Second part was let's see, the first part is about the second part. So the second part was you guys will be receiving some mail. And I got it that you can look out for it, or it'll come in one of two ways. In possibly two ways. Either the first one will be by actual physical mail, some news is what I'm talking about. Some, I want to say important news or significant news that you'll receive this month by physical, actual mail, envelope, snail mail, or through email. So through one of those two ways, there's going to be something coming down the line for you guys. I don't get the sense that, because I know we have a million ways that we can receive information these days, and those are the two ways that I'm getting the possibility of them coming. One of those two ways. I don't get that it would be through text or anything else like that, like through social media, unless it's through email, through one of the social media vehicles. Anyway, so let's get on with the reading. Those are your messages. And now let's get some more messages through what's going on for you guys and what's happening and surrounding you guys for this month. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? This card talks, this is stay focused, Kutumi, and this talks to what I guess the first part of that first message I mentioned, as far as you needing to spearhead a new project in some form this month. And it's going to need laser focus from you to direct it in the way it needs to go, to get it off of the ground and to get it in the direction it should be going properly. So this talks about you putting your, when you come to this point, and you'll know what it is, or you may already know what it is, where you really need to put pedal to the metal. It's going to need your entire capacity to focus. It's going to take a majority of your energy, and let it, because it needs all of your drive behind it to get to the heights that I'm seeing that this can go. So let it. Put all of your force and drive behind this, and attention, most importantly, and energies. This next card is Opal. And this is telling me that there is an energetic window opened for this new thing coming in, this new project that you are going to be spearheading or have spearheaded, just begun. And you may be doing this for someone that you want to take care of or are taking care of, maybe a child, and you're doing this for them, for their security. But also what I'm getting most is that from the initial message that I got, the need for you to really throw your energy into this, the energy opening for this, it may come back again. I'm pretty sure it will, because that's usually how it goes. But for this energy opening for this project right now that you need to spearhead, for now, there's a limited time on this. That whatever energies you've already put into this, there is a sort of timestamp for now. Like I said, it may come around again, but for now, this month, you've got to do this push. You've got to push through and persevere for this. The opening that you have here, the opportunity. Because for now, it's not truly long-lived. So you got to get your foot through the door while it's open, so to speak. And what I'm also getting is that somehow, and maybe I'm hearing it from you guys, it's a shot in the dark, but it's what from everything I've picked up so far in the messages you've gotten, it's a shot in the dark worth taking and worth throwing your full weight and energy into and really going for it. Take your shot. Okay, next, this is your desire card, what you want. And it's meditate, the Buddha meditate card. I'm just gonna say, you really want the gold out of this shot, out of this project, or an opportunity. You want that's all I'm really getting is that you really want the gold. This is the, maybe not the, but a golden opportunity for you. And you want to go directly for this treasure that you see clearly can come out of this, the possibility of that. So this is much less about meditating or anything along those lines. It's more about your golden opportunity and you really wanting to reach out and grab it with both hands. And I think you also really want this to be easy. There's nothing, I'm not saying that it will or won't be, but I really get that you want it to be an easy experience for you. And it may very well be. But I'm really getting that strongly. Not only do you want the gold, you want to go for the gold, you want it to be effortless for you. And just because you have to throw your full energy and weight and intentions and focus into it doesn't mean that it can't be easy. It just means that that's where every ounce of you needs to be when you take this shot. It needs to be focused on this opportunity in entirety. Then you can go back to, after this whole thing is done and it's all said and done, then you can go back to, focusing here and there on different things, other important things in your life. But yes, so let's see what else. Next is the Endriel card. This talks about what you already have going for you this month, and especially in regards to this situation. I'm showing that this project has been a long time coming, a long time in the works for you. You made, I guess you could say, a sort of wish long ago for this opportunity to come up and for you to be able to see it into fruition. So this is a long time coming. A lot of energy has actually already been put into this by you. Is what I'm seeing. You started sowing the seeds for this a long time. You've come a long way. That's what this is saying. You already have going for you. You have already put a lot of energy and effort into this on all levels. Not just by the actions you've been taking, but just by aligning with it within yourself. And I do see, this tells me that there's momentum behind you, almost you've got momentum at your back for this, because it's so much has already been put into this. It's what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to rely on your drive alone necessarily. You do have a positive force behind you, and I think that began, this positive force is the culmination and energy of your wishes and initial affirmations and requests and visualizations along those lines. Your initial desirings of this coming into fruition, that's what's behind you and supporting you in this and pushing you. You've got this at your back. You've got a lot of support on this. All right. And somehow, I have to say, well, I won't skip ahead. Let's go in order. All right, next we have Bethany, and this is the challenge card for this month. Obstacles or just what you will have to work on for this month that may not be as easy for you, and that is taking care of yourself. It doesn't have to be pampering in this sense, but it's almost a caution to remember to find a way to take care of yourself. Even though all of your focus when this comes up is going to have to be on this opportunity, at least for a while, until it comes into fruition. Even though that's the case, you still have to somehow remember to take care of yourself. It wouldn't be coming up here if it wasn't important that you don't forget in all of this to take care of yourself. Because if you don't, where is that focus going to come from? If you have to worry about some ailment or something like that pops up because you haven't taken care of yourself or are not taking care of yourself, where's your focus going to be? It's not going to be entirely on this opportunity. It's going to be split part on this issue that popped up, and maybe part on your project. But what this is telling you clearly is that you cannot have split focus this month when this opportunity comes up. So just remember, even if you have to find a helpmate, a friend, somebody else to say, hey, can you listen, I'm going to be, knee deep, eyeball deep, whatever, in something for however long of a time. Will you check in on me and make sure that, I'm eating, I'm getting to bed when I need to, getting enough sleep, things like that. Or can you run this errand for me, or whatever it is. Even if you need to go that route, do it. Okay. Next is talking about outside forces that really aren't in your hands, that are influencing you this month or influencing this situation. And this is listen card. This is telling me that this opportunity that you're going for is going to require a lot of you going still within yourself, especially before what I want to call it's not a battle, but the big project, the big push. It's going to require you before that really deeply getting still and clear within yourself, so that you have the practice going into this project of the sharp focus that you'll need. So you're going to get the opportunity. You're not going to really have to look for this opportunity. It's just going to come. It's an outside influence, something that's preparing you for this entire scenario this month. So just allow it to happen when it does. Don't try to fight it. Don't become antsy. Allow yourself these energies to come in and make you still. And yeah. Okay, so next we have guidance, the divine guidance for this reading. That is a change in direction. What this is saying, and it's interesting, it makes me wonder if somehow a young one is involved, a child is involved, or this is being done because of a child coming into the picture in preparation for that. This is saying the guidance here from your team, from God, is don't be put off. Don't be thrown off guard. Don't be surprised when things take a turn differently within this month than you've expected. It's okay. It's divinely guided. They're asking you to be aware, not to be surprised, and to flow with the change, because it is for this, for your main project, your goal. It's for this. It's for your desire the gold that you desire, the treasure that you desire, this opportunity. So don't fight it when it does happen. Just be aware that that's coming and that it's a good thing. Okay, next. This talks about what you already have going as your strength. This is your greatest asset in this month and in this scenario. And it's the teacher card. This talks, well, first also let me say, and I think it does connect to your advice card about changing direction. Don't be surprised if the gold that you desire from this whole situation and project and opportunity, don't be surprised if that gold that you had your eye on actually turns out to be a treasure that's different than you expected, because that also is going to be a good thing. So it's actually going to turn out to be more of a treasure to you than what you thought you wanted. So you're going to get, the treasure is there. You're going to get your treasure, but it may be in a different form than you thought, and it's better. So don't, fret over that, the difference. Now, so again, this is your greatest asset, your greatest strength is really, I believe it's in knowing that treasures, goals, opportunities even come in all different so many different forms, shapes and sizes. But the one that actually turns up for you, your greatest strength is realizing and recognizing it for what it is, even if it's different from what you originally thought, that it still is a treasure for you, that it still is of value to you, but even more than you originally were going for. So that's your greatest strength. If you will recognize that, you'll be good. You won't throw up blocks or kind of feel like you were thrown under the bus if you realize this as it's happening, or even ahead of time. Okay. Well, I will say this. This is the third child or baby card that has come up in this reading, so I have to say that this involves a young one. Anyway, this is the outcome card, and it's entitled Rosetta. And if following the gist and guidance of this reading, your outcome for this, you're going to be so, what is the word? Soothed by this outcome. Relieved, soothed, placated. You're going to feel good. You are going to feel good. But I also think there's a little heavenly gift involved as well, in the form of a little child, a baby. Something tells me that there's a child in your future, if it's not already there, and that is going to be a huge part of your treasure, your gold, your prize. That is your outcome. So this was a very targeted and focused reading for you guys, Leo. The other signs that I've done so far, not so very laser focused and single pointed. So good for you guys, and best wishes on this endeavor. I know you've got this and you can do it. So all the best. Blessings.